Here's the title first. Okay.
Okay.
My boyfriend keeps getting into fights with a cook at Waffle House. That's the title. Okay.
So if he keeps getting into fights, that means he's casually, they're going often to Waffle House.
Here it goes. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Somehow Married podcast. My name's Jonathan.
And I'm Amanda.
And somehow we're married. I'm going to keep doing it.
Okay, I like it.
We actually have actually, we can get into it now. Let's read some, I'm going to read some comments that we've gotten amongst some of our videos and stuff. We'll read out comments that people have posted. We get all these comments from YouTube, Instagram,
All the platforms,
DMs, anything like that. We get them from there. So with that,
most of the time you're the one commenting back to people because you know I work.
Yeah, most of the time it's me, which they know because the energy is very different. But
I will say there was a couple of comments that stuck out to me this week because sometimes even though I'm working, they'll pop up on my watch and I can kind of see it, just for a second. And there were a couple of people that were very concerned about me and when they saw Justin Bieber and they knew that I probably would be having a hard time with that.
Yeah, there were strangers on the internet, just fellow white millennial women coming out of the woodwork being like, girl, same
girl. I hope I get a tour ticket. And I'm like, yeah, me too, girl.
There's
also
some stranger
this thing
that's trying
around.
to convince me to buy you tickets to the next Justin Bieber
They don't
show.
have to convince you. I'm buying it either way. You don't need any part of it. I can handle that all on my own.
I don't even run our finances, so you could buy tickets I wouldn't even know. I don't know the password to our bank account.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know how much money I make.
But I do, that holds a special place in my heart that those people knew that I would be feeling some type of way. Yeah,
there was a few that was like, as soon as I saw Justin Bieber, I thought, I wonder how Amanda's doing.
Mm-hmm. That was my cousin. So thanks, Rebecca, for thinking of me.
Yeah. So let's read some comments.
I'm okay now. I will say that was after week 1 of Coachella. Week 2, Bieberchella, even better. If you know, you know.
Okay. If you know, you know. Yeah. All right. We'll read some comments. I got one from this one actually got missed the last time we read viewer mail, and she was upset about it. So this is from Emily Bottoms, and it says, "Hi, long-time listener, first-time caller. I was hoping to ask for some advice. My brother just got the ugliest pinky ring I've ever seen. How do I tell him it makes him look like a tool? Thank you so much for answering my question."
There's actually no need to comment on that because I can't remember the last time you wore the pinky ring.
I can't find my pinky ring. Did you hide it?
No, I really didn't. I'm the one that found it the last time you lost it.
I take it off and I set it next to my end table, next to my bed. And I'm afraid that our baby dog ate it.
No, she didn't eat it. But why? I haven't seen it in a while. The last time I saw it, it was on the kitchen counter.
Well, I haven't been. I keep looking for it. I'm just gonna have to get another.
So, Emily, no need to fear.
Okay. Well, there's your shout out.
It's gone.
Bold move, insulting me, the guy who reads the comments. But here it is. I read it.
We've already talked about you and your family. She could care less.
She could care less.
Your thoughts on that?
Another one from Josh Hebert, 7934. I'm just gonna read their YouTube handles.
Like they're not some close friends.
Like we don't have dinner all the time. Josh Hebert 79234 or whatever your username is. This is our resident. You're gonna see him often. This is our resident children's movie expert, but also just movies in general. He loves movies.
Who's about to be a dad?
He's about to be a dad. His wife is just a wonderfully beautiful pregnant woman. She's doing great.
She is so cute.
She's handling it elegantly. But he said Rocky movie rankings. Rocky 4 is number 1. Then Rocky 3, Rocky Balboa, Rocky 2, Rocky 5. Those, I would say those rankings are accurate.
I don't know anything about the Rocky movies. I've said that before. So I watched the first one. That's
who
about
watches the Rocky movies?
Okay.
I think you underestimate how much of a cultural impact the Rocky movies had when they were
So
coming
out of
out.
our 73 subscribers, woot woot, we're now at 73.
Well, yeah.
2 people watch it.
2 that have spoken.
Well, then speak up.
If you've seen the Rocky movies, comment in the comments of this video and say, I've seen the Rocky movies. Tell us which one's your favorite.
Genuinely am curious how many
The
people
Rocky
watch
movies were a big deal.
Number 1, yes, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
All
I
of
don't
them.
know.
Very big deal.
I don't know about that.
That's the reason we like Eye of the Tiger is the Rocky movies.
Isn't that the number 1 though?
Yeah, when he's going up the steps and he's like,
Yeah.
Adrian!
Yeah. Number 1. That's all people know.
Number 1 is number 3 in this list of how good they are.
I don't care. I'm
Or
saying
number 2.
people have only seen number 1.
That's
If they even watch that.
you are so. Amanda has not seen any movie older than High School Musical, so she is
That's a
not the
lie.
person to. If it is older than High School Musical, in Amanda's head, the history of cinema started with High School Musical 1, and nothing happened before that. Nothing.
My childhood, Justin Bieber, Zac Efron.
Yeah, so she's not the movie expert. Every now and then I'll do a thing where I'm like, we're gonna watch a classic movie.
Mhm.
You know, like we watch like The Money Pit with Tom
Yeah.
Hanks, where they buy the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we'll watch just like little ones. I'm really
You tried to get me to watch MASH,
MASH is a work of art.
and I just couldn't get into it.
It's great. You just didn't like it because it looked old.
I don't know about that.
That is 100% why. That is 100% why. I really want to watch Mrs. Doubtfire again.
Oh, I love that movie. Hello.
Like I've been.
Hello,
I think I'm about to.
dear.
I'm about to watch Mrs. Doubtfire
Yeah,
again.
it's so good. I'll watch it with you.
Okay, deal. Do you think the kids?
We need to look at the ratings.
Here's
on
my issue: is I will have memories of movies and be like, the kids would love these. You said this the other day. You're like, the kids haven't seen any Ace Ventura movies. We should show them. And I was like, yeah. And then I thought, and I was like, no. Like,
Well, the thing is like movies back in the day. I mean, obviously we didn't catch the innuendos and stuff like that. We were little when we watched those movies.
but like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, there's some very adult things in Ace
Yes.
Ventura: Pet Detective.
Yes. Like, I go back to thinking some of my best memories at my grandma's house is when all of the grandkids were piled in this one teeny tiny room with a little twin-size bed, and some would sit on the floor, some would sit on the bed, and we would watch Grease.
And Grease has some very adult
And
things.
we loved Grease. But now, as an adult, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, there are some adult things in Grease, and I didn't recognize that as a kid.
Well, that's our
but
daughter knows the entire soundtrack to Hairspray. She can sing every single song.
I will not let her watch it.
She has not seen the movie.
Yeah.
It's not yet.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Some of the songs I don't let her listen to be honest.
She likes the one
But-
that's Without Love.
Without
And
Love.
every time it's like, now I've tasted chocolate. She goes,
And
and
I'm
I'm never
never
going. She does like the voice, crack. And I'm never going back. And I laugh every time because she sings it with her chest.
Well, that's what Tracy does in the song.
And she has no idea.
Or not Tracy,
Yeah.
Amanda.
Just she's back there. And
Vines.
now I've tasted chocolate. And I'm never going.
I know, it's the best.
Without love. We're going to get copyright struck because I sang that.
We have 73 subscribers.
You can still get copyright struck.
Oh no, let's not.
They don't care. Hairspray is very litigious. I don't know if that's true. Next one. Somebody commented, we're actually about to start doing a segment too from our friend Michael Tucker. He has offered to fact check all of everything I say in these videos because I make some pretty grandiose claims. And he'll text me and be like, that's not right. And one of them was, I said, we live in the biggest country in the world. And several people have felt the need to tell me that Russia is the biggest country in the world, not America. And
Did you say biggest or richest?
biggest.
Oh.
I definitely said the biggest. I was
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
But so Russia, there's your fact.
I think real podcasters would have him like on the live with us doing that.
Well,
That's what Candace Owens does. We don't need to talk about
If you're
Candace
taking
Owens.
podcast tips from Candace Owens,
I'm not. She's just the only one that her and another influencer that I watch. Her name's Danny Austin. Her and her husband have a podcast.
Also, her fact checker needs to step it up.
We don't need to get into all that. But anyways.
No, but he's going to.
I shouldn't have gone there.
He offered to write in and fact check me. I was like, go ahead. I'm not going to stop making stuff up. You can fact check it all you want. Next one from Isaac Bottoms 139. What?
It's your brother.
Yeah. But that's his username on YouTube. Isaac Bottoms 139. He said, and somehow we're married is lame. It's something Emily would come up with. So I don't know why he just felt the need to insult my sister in our comments. But
so the two comments that you've read that's mean are from your brother and your sister.
it checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the another one from our resident movie expert, Toy Story, origin story of Woody hating Buzz. Toy Story 2, Woody's Roundup and toys try to find Woody from Al's Toy Barn. Best one, by the way. He agrees. It is the best one. Toy Story 3, they go to the Sunnyside daycare and almost die because Lotso, the stupid bear, then end with Bonnie because Andy leaves for college. Toy Story 4, Forky and No Beep, kind of mid. And then he says, by the way, Monsters University is better than Monsters, Inc., and I'll stand by that till my death. Jonathan, you are the man. So
that's why you picked that comment to read.
No, because we need somebody who actually understands cinema.
Okay.
In this podcast, because you don't, and you're trashing on Toy Story, which is a work of art. Those are our comments.
Okay, I like them. Thanks for commenting, people.
Yeah, if you guys from now on, if you read comments or if you leave comments, we will read some of them on the podcast. You can critique our podcast. I don't care. Every now and then we'll do like a viewer mail where you can send in like actual like, hey, I need your thoughts on this. Give me relationship advice on this. Give me, how would you handle this in your marriage? And we will have episodes where we do those.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as just like comments, we'll read comments and messages and stuff every week if we have them. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Plus, I'm trying to trick the audience into commenting more.
Okay.
I stole this from a different podcast called Public Figures.
Mm-hmm.
It's Nate Bargatze's old podcast.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's coming to Houston, you know.
If you guys haven't listened to Public Figures, turn off this podcast and go listen to that one. No, don't do that. But listen to it after.
No, don't do that. Please listen.
Stay
here.
They're very funny. They're good guys. They're not Christian comedians, but actually funny Christian comedians, which can be rare sometimes. But
we are not them.
Actually, I think Dusty Slay's like Messianic Jewish or something. I don't know. He doesn't eat shellfish. He's funny. So check them out. Also, one more thing about the internet is I found this channel on YouTube. This is my segment called Jonathan Recommends.
How many segments do you have?
As many as I want. This is my podcast.
Goodness.
Well, if you want to go ahead and like...
I have a segment.
Okay, you can do them. It's your podcast. But we got to have segments for a podcast.
I was gonna... I know that you have ADHD.
Is your segment just complain about Jonathan?
Yeah. No, okay. I'm kidding. And I know that you like to fidget, so I bought you a fidget, but it's the smallest fidget in the world, and it's really not that cool. But
I'm literally fidgeting. This is normally what I fidget with.
I bought you a fidget so that you can fidget while we podcast, and then maybe you can rate it on a scale of like 1 to 10.
Oh, give my review?
Yeah, give your review of the fidget, because I am a special ed teacher. Is this going to be a one-time thing? No, I think maybe each week I'll give you a new fidget.
Can we have nicer fidgets than whatever that is?
Yeah. The thing is
normally
I bought
fidget with this. I fidget with my Leatherman.
Yeah,
like,
I bought fidget.
I play with it.
I bought fidgets for the kids area for their toy chest, and I thought that I got bigger fidgets in it, but they came and they're so little. They're like the size of $50. So I figured that you could fidget with it. But also, I've been fidgeting with it, and you have your iPad, and I think you're going to do something later with your iPad. So when you need to do that, can you hand it back to me so I can use it?
What is the name of this fidget?
That's just like your OG fidget spinner.
It's just an OG fidget
It's just
spinner.
about the size of $50, and it's bright orange, and it has 3 little...
Oh, yeah. For our audio listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Just Jen. For Jen. This is for you, Jen. It's the smallest fidget spinner you've ever seen in your life. It's bright orange.
Yeah.
Here, you can listen to it. There's your ASMR.
Anyways, I'll get
fiddle
you a
it.
nicer one for next week. But
Yeah, I want
that's what I have today.
I want it to be made out of quality materials.
So,
okay.
Anyways,
sure, I'll fiddle with this. I'm already really liking it.
I know it's nice.
I know fidget spinners were a fad, but I liked them.
Some people really find them useful.
When they were a fad, I was a kids pastor at the time, and I was just confiscating fidget spinners left and right in kids' church because they were everywhere. But every now and then, I'd see a kid with like a really nice one and be like, I'm confiscating that bad boy. That one's mine. And I'd give them back at the end of the day. But the whole sermon, I would play with them. And pretty soon,
there's a purpose for them, yeah.
Yeah, they're good if you need them. But the problem is, like, they were so popular, they were just a distraction.
Well, now they're not so much. Now, at least I only say this from my little education world, but in school, there's some kids that use them truly as just to fidget while they're listening. And
they make all kinds of different ones, right?
Our daughter is one of those.
It's not just the spinners. They got clickers.
Oh,
and
they have so many different kinds. Yeah.
Big market. We should have gotten into the fidget market.
We'll start with OG because that's what I have for you today. So, anyways, how was your week?
It was good. Big news. I got a Traeger for our anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
And I think this is going to be my entire personality for the next several months, is this Traeger grill.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be your personality until deer season hits, and then we're back to hunting.
But, I'm a married man in my 30s. I think it's about time I get really into smoking meats, so.
Funny thing is I don't like the smell of smoke. I mean, I don't like the taste of smoke.
Well, then you're in luck because the biggest complaint about Traegers is that they don't have a smoky enough flavor.
Really?
I really am not too worried about the taste of the smoke taste. I mean, I like it, but I like the idea of the slow cooking.
The tender.
For instance, like
tenderness.
I am going to christen it tomorrow night with some duck breasts that I got. I shot 2 ducks during duck season, so I have.
Their little breasts.
Yeah, hard to feed a family on duck breasts if you're as good at duck hunting as me, which is not good. But I'm going to christen it with that. But then this weekend, I got pulled pork. I'm going to do a 10-hour smoke. Wake up at 4 a.m. to smoke a pork butt.
I'm excited about that. I'm going to make some coleslaw.
We got 5 hours uncovered, 5 hours covered. We're going to be using a Meat Church's gospel
you know what?
rub.
I could make some homemade bread.
Yeah, you got that bread maker.
I can make some bread.
I thought about baking some potatoes to go with it so we could put the pulled pork on the potatoes.
That's a good idea, too, with some coleslaw.
Which I invited like a few of the guys at the gym. I was like, come over Saturday, like some of these younger guys. I was like, we'll feed you. And they're like, what should we bring? I was like, coleslaw. He's like, you're going to be the only one who eats it.
They don't like it?
They're young. I think you begin to love coleslaw around the time you turn like
Tell
late 20s,
them to bring a jar of
30s.
pickles.
I like pickles too.
Someone can bring some pickles. Someone can bring some pickled okra.
About the time I turned like 28 is when I was like, coleslaw slaps.
Oh, I love coleslaw.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm pretty excited about that. I've been just watching videos of dudes cooking meat. I got some wireless thermometers in the mail.
That'll be good.
That connect to my phone, so it'll tell me the temperatures, ambient and also center. But also this one has 6 sensors, so I know the edge of the meat. I know a little further in, and I can go all the way across the meat. I know what the exact temperature is. It's rated for 700 degrees, so you can sear with it in there. Tell you what.
I'm excited to see how it tastes.
It's going to get real expensive real fast.
No, we're not going to do all that.
We are.
It slow.
You should have known better than to buy me this because now we're in. I'm diving in. I've been looking at pellets. Oh, also, I've told everybody about this pellet grill except for one person. I have not told them about this pellet grill. In fact, they're probably going to find out when they watch this podcast. It is Dirty Steve. Because He's
against it.
He hates pellet grills.
Oh, no.
He makes the best brisket I've ever had in my life.
Oh, for sure.
Genuinely the best brisket I've ever had in my life. But he does it real. So he has piles of wood and he's...
Well, that's okay. We can go to him when we need a real one.
I get regular videos of him making fun of dudes with pellet grills, and his wife knows about my pellet smoker, and she asked me today, she's like, have you told Dirty yet? And I'm like, no, I'm afraid. And so I haven't told him that I have a pellet grill because he's going to be disappointed in me. But Gosh dang it. It's easy, and I don't want to just like chop down a tree and burn. I just give me little pellets. Give me that rabbit food. I just burn it.
Yeah.
But my brisket will never be as good as his because he does it right.
He knows how to do it.
Yeah, gosh
Good
dang
old
it. The
dirty
man
Steve.
knows his brisket,
Yeah, he's a good man.
When he wants to open up a brisket bus. He wants to take a school bus and turn it into a food truck and do brisket. When he does that, I will be his biggest supporter. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
He makes a mean brisket. But that's basically my week. It's just the other night I just went out and turned the Traeger on and just stood there and watched it make smoke.
Every day we've come home, our son has ran to the porch. He's like, I got to check on my grill. I'm like,
oh, well, we have that little janky grill, like that tiny little propane grill. And I was going to get rid of it. And he goes, Dad, what are you going to do with that? I said, I don't know. I'm going to get rid of it. He's like, can you give it to me? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Here's your grill.
He's like, gotta check my grill, my dad's grill. I'm like, okay. So he goes over, he's like, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I'm like, son, you don't grill. But he's like, can I have this? Like, yep. So now we just have this rusty grill next to my nice pellet smoker because that's Ezra's grill. He's proud of it. It's a man thing.
I love that for him.
Yeah, good for him. I am going to, Saturday when I'm cooking that brisket, I may just get something that
hot dogs,
and he can cook them on his grill.
Yeah, that'll be cute. I like that.
Yeah, just men being men. But I'm out to make ribs. I'm going to make briskets. I'm going to make pulled porks. I'm going to take that thing where you take a beer and shove it up inside an entire chicken and just stick it in there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do them all.
Beer can chicken.
I'm going to do them all. I'm very excited.
Well, good, babe. I'm happy for you.
Which is good because I'm about to start a bulk. And so I'm just going to eat meat. Carnivore.
You're doing the carnivore diet?
I might as well. I got a Traeger. I'll just do like really big portions of meat and just eat that.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of Nilgai deer in the freezer. We can smoke that. Mm-hmm. It'll be good.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. What happened with your week?
My week has been pretty good. I'm trying to think. My new job was posted, so everyone at my school now knows that I am sort of stepping out of the classroom and into the administration role, which is really exciting.
What's
for
your
next
title?
Year. Dean of Students.
That sounds prestigious.
Yeah.
Prestigious.
Yeah, I am Dean of Students of the elementary campus, and I'll be like counseling and helping kids with special needs and teachers with kids with special needs and how behavior management type stuff. Doing a lot of paperwork for special ed.
That's good.
I'm excited about it. Snaps, thanks.
For our audio listeners, I'm snapping.
For our audio listeners?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're snapping in the camera.
Because I can't see.
In the microphone. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
We were given notes and I'm taking them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good, babe. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
You've worked hard for it. You got your master's, last year? You graduated.
I did get my master's, but I didn't get it in what I'm going to be doing. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I do have knowledge from that, which will help in what I'm doing, but it's not that specific job.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Look at you.
Look at me.
You're coming up in the world. You're an impressive woman.
I don't know about all that, but
sure is. You're the breadwinner of the family. You're more educated than I am. Mm-hmm. I'm just a kept man. Mm-hmm. My job's just to keep it tight for mama. I'm in that gym every day making sure you got the trophy husband you deserve. Mm-hmm. I did abs today for you.
Oh, good, babe. Thank you so much.
Yeah. As long as you keep giving me my allowance, I'll keep doing what you want.
So, anyways, do you have a story for us today?
I do. We've had like 2 weeks where we've done like actual topics where we like talk about stuff. This week we're going to do a lighter touch. We're going to go back to the old relationship advice well.
Okay.
And I found a post on our relationship advice.
This is the same Reddit thing that you found a story on last
It's on
time?
Reddit. It's a forum site, and people post asking for advice. This one's much older. I've known about this one for a while. I think it is the greatest relationship advice thread that like I've ever seen on Reddit. And so I'm gonna read it to you, and I'm gonna get your opinion, and then we'll talk about it. And I
Okay.
think it's so freaking funny. So does that sound good to you?
Yes.
Okay. I just lost it, so I have to find it again. Sorry. Okay. Here it is. This is the original post was in May of 2020. Okay.
Okay.
The original post was in May of
I was
2020.
very pregnant then.
You were. I love pregnant Amanda. You waddle. It's nice.
I get huge.
You get so big.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when you're pregnant, you do this thing where you start baking and you make the most wonderful desserts. And I love
Last
that.
time I was pregnant, I got in trouble by my doctor because it was during COVID and I had just picked up a knack for baking. We had a friend who also did. And so I would share my recipes and what it was like, and we would take them a piece, and they would, vice versa. And I remember going in, and it was before I was doing weekly check-ins. So I was going every month. And I went in, and my doctor was like, he comes in the door. He's like, "Hey, how are you? How's it going?" And I'm like, "Oh, good." He's like, "What have you been doing?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You have gained so much weight. Like, whatever you're doing, I'm going to need you to stop." And I said, "I've been baking." He was like, "Okay, well, you can bake all you want, but from now on, we don't eat it all." I'm like,
Well,
"Yes,
the best was
sir."
like, I would be playing video games, and then you would sit down. You got into like plating it and decorate, and I would be playing video games, and you would just set down a gourmet dessert
I
every
know,
night.
like creme brulee.
And we both gained some weight. Well, and I
Yeah.
was benefiting because then also our friend was baking, and so like I'd be playing video games, and I would finish your dessert, and then he would come over and just like knock on the door, and I'd open it, and he would just hand me a pastry or something.
Yeah.
And what a time to be alive! It was such a good time in my life. There's a reason why I had gained so much weight.
Well, me too. And definitely, I think I stopped baking after that because nothing feels better than when your doctor's freaking out on you for eating desserts.
Well, we all need the
Yeah.
motivation to do better. All right, you ready?
Ready.
May of 2020. This is what it says. Here's the title first. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a 29-year-old woman, a
Okay.
29-year-old female asking for advice about her boyfriend. And it says, "My boyfriend keeps getting into fights with a cook at Waffle House." That's the title. Okay.
So if he keeps getting into fights, that means he's casually, they're going often to Waffle House.
Here it goes. All right. I know this sounds really weird, but here it is. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. We met and started dating when we were both in graduate school, but I dropped out to go back to college to pursue a different career. We're both finished now and live together, making a fairly nice combined income. Our income is relevant because he could afford to eat somewhere nice when we're out and about, but he always wants breakfast food. I get that.
AKA, there's more places than Waffle House
Yeah,
for breakfast food. Cracker Barrel?
When it comes to breakfast food,
I
Waffle
love me
House
some Cracker
is so
Barrel.
good. It's got the vibe. He always wants breakfast food. When he was a child, his dad couldn't stand eating breakfast type food in the afternoon or evenings, so his mom would make him waffles and pancakes, eggs, and bacon in the evening whenever his dad was busy or out of town. It's a wonderful and safe memory for him, and when he goes to his happy place, he says that's where he always goes. My boyfriend is an incredibly nice and caring person. He's emotionally tuned into everyone and recognizes arising issues long time before they occur. He loves animals and is kind and gentle with every bug, bird, and pet that he comes across.
He's a nice man.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's almost always willing to turn the other cheek in social situations where somebody tries to insult him or gets aggressive towards him, and usually winds up diffusing the situation and having a productive discussion about whatever the issue was.
So she's married to a gentleman.
Yeah, except at Waffle House.
Okay.
Anytime we're out, he wants to go to the same, gosh darn, that's not what she said. He wants to go to the same Waffle House and get breakfast food. I'm not a big eater, so I used to not really care. I would just drink coffee and read my book while he enjoyed his food. But that became impossible once he and this one cook started chirping at each other every time we went there. Do you know what chirping is?
No.
Chirping is a hockey term. It's when you're like, hockey players will be like playing hockey and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" That you insult each other. You just throw insults at each other back and forth, sarcastic remarks. It's called chirping, is what it is.
Okay. I kind of like that term for that.
If you've ever seen like the show Letterkenny or Shoresy, it's like Canadian. Yeah. It's a hockey. They like, they're like, "That's not what your mom said," and as they drive, that's chirping. Okay. So they start chirping at each other every time we went there. My boyfriend complained about his eggs one time because he likes them a little runny and they were served hard. The cook responded by giving him scrambled eggs. He's like, "I want runny yolks." He gives him scrambled eggs. When he brought it up again, the cook served him 2 hard-boiled eggs. This cook's a funny guy. Okay. This is very
not
funny.
when you... I don't know.
I think it's funny. I think it was just part of...
You think it's funny because you're not the one that's complaining about your food that you're paying for.
I don't know. I think... Anyway, she goes, "I think it's just part of the cook's shtick, and it was kind of funny, to be honest, but my boyfriend wasn't able to laugh it off. When we left, he was in kind of a bad mood, but we didn't really talk about it. Next week, we were out getting some shopping done, and he wanted to go to Waffle House again. I suggested that we try out a different place, or at least a different Waffle House location, but he only wanted the exact same Waffle House. We went in and sat down, and once again, the same cook served his eggs wrong. My boyfriend sort of snapped at him, and he wasn't interested in messing around, and just wanted the correct eggs. The cook then served him a piece of toast with a hole cut out in the middle with a fried egg in it.
It's called an egg in a basket.
He gives him an egg in a basket. That's extra effort to like mess this guy's eggs up. My boyfriend got really mad and threw the egg toast at the cook, which made the cook come around from behind the bar and throw it back at him. They ended up sort of fighting until my boyfriend was like, "This is bullcrap," and walked out. Nobody got hurt, but the few other people in there were watching and laughing a bit. This is the crazy part. All right, so let's pause right there.
They are going to Waffle House too much.
No. Can you imagine us being in a situation where I'm upset at this cook and pretty soon I am fighting this cook in the middle of a Waffle House?
You 10 years ago, yeah.
Maybe me 10 years ago, not now. But she's describing a pretty calm dude who, like, for some reason is fighting this cook.
Yeah, but why does he keep wanting to go back? Something's wrong there.
I don't know, because this is what it says next. This is the crazy part. My boyfriend keeps going back and ordering eggs and getting into fistfights with the same cook. It's almost a ritual at this point. My boyfriend orders runny eggs. The cook serves him some other version of eggs, and then they beat the crap out of each other. I quit going with him after the second fight, but he kept going by himself. They're like Peter and the Giant Chicken from Family Guy. It's the weirdest thing. They have physically fought like 6 or 7 times over this. I've tried to talk to him about it a few times, but he keeps saying it's a matter of principle. I told him to talk to the manager or something like that, but he just waves me off. Apparently that cook hasn't yet made him the correct runny eggs, but it's like he spends the week learning new ways of preparing eggs to piss my boyfriend off.
That's hilarious.
I love this cook. The thing is, we're getting married this summer. He accepted a job in a new city, and it'll be easy for me to find work after the wedding. So we'll be moving away from his sworn enemy Waffle House guy. He hasn't really been out since quarantine started, but it wouldn't surprise me that if that's the first place he goes when the restaurants open back up for sitting customers. But my main worry is this strange, vindictive side of him I've never seen before that leads him to fight the same guy every week. The violence itself is an issue for me, but the obsession over it almost bothers me more. Should I be worried that this side of him will come up later in marriage?
Yes.
How do I get him to open up about this? Is this a type of obsession a choice, or is it indicative of something deeper? So there it is. This dude, I think this is so funny. Like every week, this dude gets up Saturday morning. I imagine him like stretching when he gets out of bed, and he goes to Waffle House and he gets in a fist fight.
Something's wrong with him.
God forbid a man have a hobby.
No, there's something going on there.
What? Here's my take as a dude. I think these two guys are best friends. Like, I think, I think
I'm kind of speechless. I don't know.
that Waffle House cook is that dude's best friend.
I don't think so.
Yeah, every morning, Saturday morning, they both wake up looking forward to
And they're
this.
like, today's the day.
He's like, oh,
We're here again.
Oh, he's gonna love it today. I'm making eggs Benedict. It's gonna take me 40 minutes. And like the other guy's like, he better give me my runny eggs. They're like, this. I wonder. I imagine
know.
when he walks in the Waffle House, both of their eyes light up because they know. God forbid a man has hobbies.
It says the man with the most hobbies on earth.
Yeah, but this guy's. Listen. I don't think this is what she thinks it is. Like, now, is it ideal to go and get in a fist fight every Saturday? No, it's not.
No,
But
something is wrong.
I don't think they hate each other as much as you and the girlfriend think they do. I think
I'm not saying that something is wrong because he hates the guy. Like, I do understand the idea of the principle of like wanting to get his eggs correctly, especially if he's paying for it. But also, like, you keep going back and he's not making you the right eggs.
But if he doesn't go back, the fry cook has won. That's the principle. If he doesn't get his runny eggs, the fry cook has won. As a dude, I'm not saying I'm going to get in fights with dudes at Waffle House, but also there's a little bit of me, I'm like,
it's not worth it.
nah, I kind of get it.
I think I'm too serious for this whole situation. Like, that's why I'm saying, what was the last thing she asked? Like,
should I be worried this side of him will come up later in our marriage?
The fact that, like, now granted we don't know for certain what their conversations were
This
like.
may not even be true.
But yeah, but I'm thinking, could this come up later on? The obsession part of it, like, I feel like if I were to come to you and be like, hey, what is happening?
And if I looked at you and said, it's a matter of principle, I'm going to get my runny eggs.
So you're just going to continue to do this for how long? When does it stop?
When I get my runny eggs.
And you'll never get your runny eggs. Because he's also thinking that on his side. I'm never giving him his runny eggs.
I know.
Then you're just two 10-year-olds fighting.
It's a beautiful relationship. I
don't know.
I think
the
so
obsessive
funny.
Part of it is concerning.
That's what this comment right here goes. They're best friends. You just don't realize it. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's the deal. If this was the plot to a TV show, I would watch it. Which it kind of is.
It's
What's
like
that show? Beef. Have you seen that show, Beef? Where it's just
I watched like one episode of it.
The two Asian people that can't stand each other. They just have beef and like they don't even know each other. They just develop this beef and then like
it's with the car. They're in the car and they almost get in an accident or something.
It starts with the car and the accident, but pretty soon like he like goes over to her house and like just pees all over her bathroom. Like, he pretends he's a home inspector and he goes in and just pees all over her bathroom. It's such a funny show to me.
I think it's just hard for me to wrap my mind around because I would never be in that situation.
Oh, me either. I'm not gonna.
And you would never be in that situation.
But you could see me going back every week and chirping at the Waffle House guy. I don't know. I would enjoy that. Like if there was a cook at Waffle House that refused to make my eggs right, I would be his most loyal customer. I would show up there every week and be like, you gonna make them eggs right? And he'd be like, no, and then I would see what he brought me out. Like,
and then you'd fist fight him?
No, I wouldn't fist fight him, but
throw the eggs in a basket at him?
It would be one of those things where like if you listen to us, you would think we hated each other, but it's a game we're playing. I think this guy's just a little more physical. And the Waffle House cook
talked about him in the beginning is such a gentleman, and now he's over here once a week going to.
I think it's a bit for him. I think
maybe.
And here's the deal. Part of being a Waffle House cook means you have to like to fight. Like that's so like every Waffle House cook is required to know how to fight. So like I think the Waffle House cook looks forward to it also. But
maybe so. Maybe it's his most interesting day.
I just think it's so funny that she's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Like, God forbid a man have a hobby, And that dude's going to be the groomsman at their wedding.
He's going to be the one giving the best man.
Yeah, he's
speech.
going to be the best man. Be like, I remember the first time he ordered runny eggs. To this day, I still haven't made them. His wedding gift will be a
hard-boiled egg.
perfectly runny eggs. That'll be his wedding gift.
His groom cake
Is
will
it
be
possible that
boiled eggs.
the cook doesn't know how to make runny eggs?
No.
Maybe runny eggs are hard to make. I always overcook them.
No. I think at this point, like you said, his principal, he's just doing it just to. He's looking up other ways to cook these eggs.
He took time to cut a hole out of a piece of toast and make eggs in a basket.
Mm-hmm.
That is comedic gold. Are you kidding me? Like, I love it.
That's funny, but I think if I was the wife or fiance or whatever they are, I would be really annoyed.
Fair. So then here's my question, and it kind of ties into this, but not really. It's tangentially related.
Tangentially?
Tangentially. It means it's a tangent.
Okay.
Michael Tucker fact check that. I'm right.
Okay, thanks, Michael Tucker.
I'm right. I read a lot.
Okay.
It's tangentially related. But so how do you handle, because I actually see this a lot, where you will, for instance, let's say you and I are in a social situation and all of a sudden you have beef with another couple that's our friends. And all of a sudden, like, you two are going at it, you know? And this doesn't happen to us often.
I don't normally go at it with people.
We don't go at it with people. For starters, who needs that? But how do you handle this idea of, like, if your spouse has beef with somebody and they're fighting and, like, they're back and forth at each other, how do you handle that as a spouse? Like, if I have an issue with somebody and I'm going back and forth, how are you as the other spouse supposed to handle that? Do you have your spouse's back 100% regardless? What if your spouse is wrong?
I don't know. I think of that's really hard for me to say exactly what I would do because we really aren't ever in that situation.
That's not our
it's
temperament.
So rare.
We're peacemakers.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of how I would go about this. I think of, like, maybe if two friends are in an argument and I'm trying, or two coworkers, literally two people in my life, doesn't matter who. But if there's a disagreement, I think I would just go the approach of, like, hey, let's stop and think about it. Like, what's happening? Because most of the time there's something underlying that's going on here.
I see two approaches with couples, which is often one of two. Either the other spouse has their back 100% and just be like, nope.
I don't think I would have your back 100%.
If I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong.
Yeah.
But then you have the other side, which is the spouse doesn't back their spouse up at all.
No, I think I would be pretty much in the middle of, like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Sure. If you're wrong, I'm going to tell you that I think you're wrong, and here's why.
We've had situations where both of us have come to the other and be like, listen, I know you're upset about this, but you're the one that's wrong.
Yeah.
And you need to go make it right.
Yeah.
Now, I would argue I don't do that in front of everybody. Like, if there's something happening, I don't like look at you in front of everybody, hey, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're my spouse. We're a team. I'm going to have your back, but we're going to separate from the situation. But I see this often with couples where, like, you're
not saying that you can't disagree with your spouse, but in a healthy manner of, hey, like you said, I understand where you're coming from, but let's take a step back and let's look at the picture. This was wrong of you, or this mindset is wrong. So let's take this into consideration, and how can we fix what's going on? Do you need to apologize? One, pray about it, forgive them, forgive yourself for, ask for forgiveness. And then move on. Like, put your big girl panties on and go apologize.
Sure. What about if you're in a situation where, so maybe your spouse is fine, but there's somebody who is constantly, like, trying to start something with your spouse, and these are people in your friend group. Like, what do you think you do there? Like,
I think it just depends. If it's someone that you're not close to, then why is it worth your time to put your spouse in that situation?
That's fair. Because, like, there is...
Like, I'm also... Yes, we're teammates, but I'm also a protector of you, and you are a protector of me. And so if someone's going to continue to keep putting you down or arguing or, getting you to a point of you not showing your best self, then I think as being a wife, it's part of my job to say, hey, let's just take a step back and not hang out with them as much anymore. Or, because I also, not so much that your image really truly matters, but I don't want you to look horrible in front of these people if they're just poking.
Sure.
Let's just
I've
take a
seen
step back.
couples where the wives are fighting and the husbands will go to the other husband and be like, hey, we need to bring the ladies and have them sit down. We need to work this out. And I don't think that's wrong. I don't think
No,
it's
I don't
wrong
think so either.
for you to go to another wife if I'm beefing with some dude and be like, hey, we need to sit this down and work this out. Now, there's a danger of all of a sudden, like, now we got beef on both fronts. But to say, why don't we settle this and like talk about this and squash this? But I think it really comes down to this idea of like, number one, I think you need to be willing to tell your spouse when they are wrong.
Yeah, you can't always just assume that your spouse is right.
Correct.
That's just not
It's
life.
not possible. They're human beings.
Yeah.
And like there have been moments where I have been wrong and you have told me, hey, you're wrong in this situation. You need to go apologize to them. There have been moments where you're wrong. And I say, hey, you're wrong in this situation. You need to apologize. There have also been moments when you're right and you've been wronged. And I'll say, and that's where my defensive side comes out. I'm like, no. I'm not going to allow them to treat you like that. Like we're going to distance ourselves. That's not acceptable.
Yeah.
But I think some of this is you need to be willing to sit down with your spouse and tell them when they are wrong in a situation and that they need to go make it right. Because the ultimate goal is God calls us to live righteously. And this term righteous means we live right by God and right by others. And part of that means if your spouse is wrong, it's your job to let them know that they're wrong. You don't have to do it in public. Don't embarrass them. They're still your team. You take care of each other. But there are times that when in private where you may need to sit down and say, hey, they're upset, but it's because you did something that was out of line, and you need to go and apologize to them. And I don't think that's wrong. If you can't tell your spouse that they're wrong, that's a dangerous place to be. And if you come and tell me I'm wrong, I hear you.
Right. It's also are you listening to your spouse? Like I should be open to what you have to say all the time.
Sure.
Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it doesn't matter. You're my spouse and you're also here to better me in lots of different ways. But to come in to say, hey, you were wrong in this, and for me to accept that and hear you out. And I can disagree with you. Like, if you think I'm wrong in something and I say, no, I'm right, and this is my reason, and then we go back and forth and we come to an agreement, like, okay, I see where you're coming from type of thing. But you've also got to be open to hearing that.
Well, and the reality is, I think you have my best interest at heart. And so when you come and tell me that I'm wrong, there's a chance you're probably right,
Right.
Not always. Sometimes it's a matter of principle, And we've had those arguments where I'm like, I hear what you're saying, but this is a matter of principle. Like what they did is just not acceptable, And there's times where I've come to you and say, listen, you're not wrong, but you should let this go.
Yeah.
And that's a big one is sometimes you just got to let it go, even though you're the one who's right, because at the end of the day, this works in marriage and this works outside of marriage. My relationship is more important. Our relationship with each other is more important than me being right. Now, there are some hills you have to die on, but some of them you don't. And if you can learn when to be wrong, when to willingly take a loss, you will have a successful marriage, because sometimes our relationship is more important than being right. And sometimes my relationship with other people in my community is more important than me being right in this moment. And I will just let it go, shrug it off, let it go, and move on.
But I think even if you're saying, like if you were to tell me to let something go, I think it's also important to know that I might need you to continue to express and to think out loud on the circumstance while I'm trying to let it go.
That's
to
fair.
The other parties.
And that's something I don't handle well.
Yeah.
Once I'm like, you need to let it go, and you say, okay, when you bring it up again, I'll be like, I thought we let it go.
Yeah. And
no, you're processing.
I need to continue to talk. I might not be talking to the people that are in, that I'm needing to let it go from or of, but to you as my sounding board, it's something that I do have to work through. and it's not a quick process for me.
Sure. And that's fair. And that's the reality is like, there are times that we will come to each other and say, listen, I know that they wronged you. They did not do it intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
It was just something they did. You need to let it go. Now, if it was an intentional thing that they intentionally wronged you, that needs to be addressed. And we're going to go and talk to them. We're not going to attack them, but we're going to sit down and say, hey, I care about you. I care about this relationship. We need to solve this, because if not, it's going to fester, you know, but
which you're really good at. And I'm not so great at that because it's communication.
It's communication and it's conflict.
More work for me.
Conflict is not negative always.
Yeah.
Conflict can be positive, but it's still conflict. Sitting down and saying, you have done something that hurt me and we need to address it. That's still conflict. You know, we have made an accusation and we need to address it. Even if I'm not angry at you about it right now, it did hurt and we need to talk about it. But conflict is beneficial, you know? And really, she just needs to sit down with her boyfriend and the fry cook at Waffle House and say, boys, let's talk about this.
Let's put the eggs away and just talk about this for a minute.
But I don't know. I just think that story's so funny. I go and read it all the time because, like, this dude just has a vendetta against.
Something's wrong with him.
Nah, he just.
Not wrong, but there is an underlying something going on.
I think they like each other.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
If that's one way that you show that you like someone, please don't like me.
If you get a group of guys together and have them hang out, eventually two of them are going to wrestle in the front yard. How many times have we had people hanging out at our house and pretty soon two dudes are wrestling in the front yard?
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
Happened.
But not punching people every week over an egg, throwing an egg at your head.
Well, they're obviously not getting so beat up that the cops are getting called. Like, nobody's bleeding.
You don't know that. They didn't put that in there.
I think she would say, my boyfriend went to jail. I don't know. I think it's boys being boys. You know, who knows why boys do what they do.
Well, good for them.
Nobody else is getting hurt. Let them fight over some eggs. You know, whatever. Let the boy have some hobbies.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our topic for the day.
I like it.
Do you want my review on this fidget spinner?
Yeah. Should we do 1 through 10 or 1 through 5?
Let's do 1 through 10.
Okay.
Okay. So as far as like quality goes, this is very poor quality.
Oh, that's so cheap.
This looks like Oriental Trading.
Probably so. It came out of a treasure chest prize box filler.
Okay.
Thing.
But I will say it spins very nice for a cheap fidget. I wish it was bigger. Because it's rare that I have small hands. It's rare that something is too small, but this is too small. I'm gonna give this a solid 3 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a 1. It's not horrible.
No.
I'm gonna give it a 4. We'll give it a 4.
Okay.
It's fine. But yeah, so
it really only does one thing, which is spins. There's lots of fidgets that, do way more than that. So
why do you need more than one?
Oh, well, just wait and see.
I've been fidgeting with this the whole time.
I know. I was doing it too when I had it earlier.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. Is there anything else you want to cover this week?
I don't think so.
No.
Thanks so much for watching and or tuning in, listening in. Don't forget to rate us. Subscribe, please. And if you are catching us on a short, maybe this can be put into a short.
Yeah, this isn't going to go in a short.
If you're here, thanks for watching the whole thing. Some people were talking about not knowing if we had a full-length podcast. So we do. And if you're one of those people, thanks for tuning in and watching this video.
Yeah, and if you're one of those people and you're not tuning in, then you're not seeing any of this, so it doesn't matter.
So you know what? Thanks for watching our shorts.
Here's what I want everybody... Oh, I broke it.
It's okay. I'll fix it.
Here's what I want everybody... That broke so easy. Here's what I want you all to do. Share this podcast with one of your friends. All of you have a friend who is always having problems in their marriage, or you have a friend who would relate to us. Send this to them and say, hey, this podcast made me think of you. You should watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be nice.
That's an easy thing to do. That's an easy ask.
That's easy. Like, subscribe, send this to a friend.
Comment.
Guys, we're trying to get famous here.
No, we're not. But it is cool, like, knowing that some of what we're saying is helping someone, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Here's the reality is, like, we're not marriage experts, but we've
No
been married a
way.
long time and we've been through it. Like,
Yeah.
we've had some rough times in marriage, we've had some good times in marriage. And so maybe this advice works for you, maybe it doesn't. I've
Mhm.
seen marriages completely different than ours that are great marriages.
Oh, for sure.
But this is the stuff that we've learned along the way. And if you can pick it up without having to go through the hard part of learning it, then by all means, pick it up, you
Yeah.
know? And if it's useless to you, then hopefully you're here for the jokes.
He's a funny guy, that one.
Oh, I was talking about you.
Oh, I'm not that funny.
I know. No, you're not.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Stay married.